Hello everyone, and welcome to my channel, English Journey Conversation. I am very happy that you are here today. Thank you for choosing to spend your time with me. Before we start, please remember to like, share, and subscribe to support this channel. Your support helps this channel grow and helps more English learners like you. Welcome to another episode of English Journey Conversation. This channel is a safe and friendly place where you can improve your English and also learn useful life skills. You don't need to feel nervous here. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to listen, relax, and enjoy the learning process. No matter where you are right now, at home, in your car, or walking outside, I want you to feel calm and comfortable. Take a deep breath and get ready to learn something helpful for your daily life. Learning English does not happen in one day. It is a slow journey, just like learning how to code or build something step by step. One word, one small step, and one day at a time. If you keep going, you will see progress. Small progress every day becomes big progress over time. This podcast is made especially for English learners. I speak slowly and clearly so you can understand easily. I use simple words and easy grammar so you can listen without stress. You can use this time to practice listening. You can also learn new words and repeat after me to practice speaking. There is no pressure here. We are learning together. Today's topic is how to stop overthinking. Overthinking is something many people struggle with, even if they don't realize it. It can happen quietly in your mind every day. So, what is overthinking? Overthinking means thinking too much about the same thing again and again. You keep thinking, but you don't find a solution. Your mind goes in circles and you feel stuck. You may think about something that happened yesterday. You may worry about something that might happen tomorrow. Because of this, you feel tired, worried, sad, or afraid to take action. Let's look at a simple example. You want to speak English, but in your mind, you keep thinking, what if I make a mistake? What if people laugh at me? These thoughts can stop you from speaking. They stop you from trying. This is what overthinking does. It makes you afraid to move forward, even when you really want to improve. But don't worry. You're not alone. Many people feel this way. In this episode, I will help you understand overthinking better. I will also share simple ways to stop overthinking and feel more confident. Step by step, you will learn how to calm your mind and move forward in English and in life. In this episode, we will talk about what overthinking really is, why it happens, and how you can stop it step by step. I will also share a short and simple story to help you understand better. My main goal is to help you feel calm, confident, and more in control of your thoughts. So, if you are ready, let's begin. Take a deep breath, sit comfortably, relax your body, and let's learn how to stop overthinking word by word and step by step here on English Journey Conversation. So, what is overthinking? Overthinking means thinking too much about one thing. Your brain keeps repeating the same thoughts again and again. Instead of helping you, these thoughts make you feel worse. You may feel confused, tired, stressed, or even scared. When you overthink, even very small problems can start to feel very big and heavy. Let's look at a simple example. Imagine you speak in class or in a meeting. After it is over, you go home, but your mind does not rest. You keep thinking, did I say the right thing? Did I sound silly? What if people think I am stupid? You think about this for many hours or even many days. But the truth is, the moment is already finished. Nothing bad is happening now. Only your thoughts are still running in your mind. This is overthinking. Overthinking does not help you solve any problem. It does not change the past. It only makes you feel bad, nervous, or afraid. Your body feels tired, and your mind feels heavy. Many people don't realize they are overthinking, but they feel unhappy and stressed because of it. Overthinking is not only about the past. It is also about the future. Sometimes, you worry too much about things that have not happened yet. You may think, what if I fail? What if it doesn't work? What if everything goes wrong? These thoughts can stop you from taking action. You may stop yourself from speaking English, starting a new project, or trying something new in life. For example, imagine you have a job interview or an English test tomorrow. Instead of resting or preparing calmly, your mind starts to worry. You think, what if I forget everything? What if I don't understand the questions? What if I fail? These thoughts do not help you prepare better. They only make you more nervous and afraid. Because of this, it becomes hard to focus, think clearly, or stay calm. Overthinking can happen anywhere. At school, you may worry too much about exams or making mistakes. At work, you may check your work again and again because you are afraid it is not good enough. In daily life, you may think too much about what other people think of you. All of this is overthinking. The good news is this: overthinking can be stopped. You can learn how to calm your mind. You can learn how to control your thoughts instead of letting your thoughts control you. Step by step, you can feel more peaceful, more confident, and more free in your daily life. At work, overthinking can happen very often. You may check your work again and again because you feel afraid it is not perfect. You think, what if my boss doesn't like it? What if I made a mistake? Even when your work is good, your mind does not rest. It keeps searching for problems that may not even exist. In relationships, overthinking can also cause pain. For example, you send a message to a friend, but they don't reply quickly. Your mind starts asking questions. Did I say something wrong? Are they angry with me? Do they not like me anymore? But the truth may be very simple. Maybe they're busy, tired, or sleeping. Still, your brain keeps worrying and creates stories that are not real. This is how overthinking feels. You feel tired, confused, worried, and stuck. Your brain works like a machine that never stops. Thoughts come one after another without rest. It feels like you are running in circles. You want to relax, but you can't. You want to decide something, but you feel afraid. You keep asking yourself, what if I fail? What if I am not good enough? What if I make the wrong choice? This happens to many people. Students, workers, parents, teachers, and even very successful people overthink. So remember, you are not alone. Overthinking is common, but that does not mean it is helpful. Why doesn't overthinking help us? Think of your brain like a smartphone. When you open too many apps at the same time, the phone becomes slow or stops working. Your brain is the same. When you think too much, you lose energy. You feel tired, stressed, and unable to focus. Overthinking uses a lot of brain power, but gives you no clear solution. It only makes life feel harder. Overthinking is like running on a treadmill. You move a lot, but you do not go anywhere. You spend so much energy, but nothing really changes. Overthinking can affect many parts of your life. It affects your decisions because you feel stuck and delay doing things. It affects your relationships because you worry too much or misunderstand others. It affects your health because it can cause stress, poor sleep, headaches, and low energy. It also affects your confidence. You may start to feel weak, afraid, or unsure of yourself. But here is the good news. You can stop overthinking. You do not need to fight your thoughts. You just need the right steps, and we will learn them together. The first step to stop overthinking is to focus on the present moment and take one small step at a time. When you notice your thoughts are going in circles, pause for a moment. Take a deep breath. Gently remind yourself, I don't need to think about everything right now. I will just do one small thing. By doing this, you slowly calm your mind. You feel more in control. Little by little, life feels more peaceful and balanced. Overthinking does not disappear in one day, but with practice, you can learn to live with a calmer and clearer mind. Do you overthink too? Take a moment and ask yourself some honest questions. Do you think about the same problem again and again? Do you feel afraid to take action because you don't know what will happen? If your answer is yes, Please remember this. You are not alone. Many people feel the same way. Students, workers, parents, and people of all ages overthink. The good news is this can change. You can learn how to stop overthinking step by step. Let's review what overthinking is. Overthinking means thinking too much about the same thing. Your thoughts repeat again and again without giving you a clear answer. Because of this, you feel worried, tired, and stuck. Overthinking is not helpful, and it is not your fault. It is something the mind learns over time. But just like it is learned, it can also be changed with practice and patience. Now, let's ask an important question. Why do we overthink? Why does it happen so often? Overthinking usually comes from inside us. It comes from our fears, habits, and past experiences. There are a few common reasons why people overthink. The first reason is the fear of failure. Many people are afraid of making mistakes. They want everything to be perfect. Because of this, they think too much before doing anything. For example, imagine a student who must give a short English presentation. Instead of calmly preparing and practicing, the student keeps thinking, what if I forget my words? What if people laugh at me? What if I fail? These thoughts do not help the student prepare better. They only make the student more nervous and scared. The fear of failure stops many people from trying new things or moving forward in life. The second reason is a lack of confidence. When people do not believe in themselves, they feel unsure. They do not trust their own choices. Because of this, they think again and again before making even small decisions. They ask themselves, is this the right thing to do? Should I say this? Should I do that? For example, imagine someone writing an email to their boss. They finish writing it, but then they read it again and again. They change small words, rewrite sentences, and still feel nervous before clicking the send button. Why does this happen? Because they're not confident. They are afraid of doing something wrong or being judged. Overthinking often feels like a way to protect yourself. Your mind thinks, if I think more, I can avoid mistakes. But in reality, overthinking usually creates more fear, not more safety. It makes simple things feel difficult and stressful. Understanding why you overthink is an important step. When you know the reason, you can start to change it slowly. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to stop overthinking in one day. With small steps, you can learn to trust yourself more, feel calmer, and move forward with confidence. Many people overthink because they want to avoid making mistakes. They believe that if they think more, they can protect themselves from problems. This idea may sound helpful, but in real life, it does the opposite. Instead of helping, overthinking makes life more stressful and difficult. One common reason for overthinking is the desire to be perfect. Many people want everything they do to be perfect. At first, this sounds like a good habit. But the truth is, nothing in life is perfect. When you try too hard to make everything perfect, you feel unhappy and stressed. For example, imagine a young artist who draws a beautiful picture. Instead of feeling proud, they keep changing small details again and again. They are never satisfied. They always feel something is wrong. This is overthinking caused by perfectionism. Remember, perfection does not bring peace. It usually brings pressure and stress. It is okay if things are not perfect. Doing your best is enough. Another reason people overthink is worry about the future. Many people feel afraid of things that have not happened yet. Their minds imagine many negative results. For example, imagine a woman who wants to apply for a new job. Instead of sending her application, she keeps thinking, what if I fail the interview? What if I get the job but don't like it? What if I make a mistake? Because of these thoughts, she does nothing. She doesn't apply at all. Overthinking stops her before she even tries. This is how overthinking blocks growth and opportunity. Most overthinking comes from a good place. We want to do well. We want to be safe. We want to make the right choice. But overthinking does not help us grow. It keeps us stuck. It stops us from learning, trying, and moving forward. The truth is, you don't need to be perfect. You don't need to know all the answers before you start. You only need to take small steps, even when your mind is full of questions. Now, let's talk about what overthinking does to you. Overthinking can hurt your life in many ways, even if you don't notice it at first. First, overthinking makes you very tired. Your mind works too hard all the time. Even when your body is resting, your brain keeps running like a machine that never stops. You lie in bed and try to sleep, but your thoughts are too loud. You think about the past, the future, and everything in between. Because of this, you wake up feeling tired and heavy. This is the hidden power of overthinking. Second, overthinking can make you feel sad or anxious. Most overthinking is negative. You imagine bad results, problems, and failures. Even when nothing bad is happening, your mind creates fear. You feel worried, nervous, or scared without a clear reason. This can slowly affect your mood and happiness. Overthinking may feel normal, but it is not healthy. The good news is that once you understand how overthinking works, you can begin to change it. Step by step, you can train your mind to be calmer, kinder, and more peaceful. You don't need to rush. Small changes every day can make a big difference in your life. For example, imagine you send a message to a friend, but they do not reply. At first, it feels normal, but then your mind starts working too much. You begin to think, did I say something wrong? Are they angry with me? Did I upset them? Maybe the truth is very simple. Maybe they are busy, tired, or sleeping. But overthinking turns a small situation into a big problem. Your mind creates worry even when nothing bad is happening. Overthinking affects both your mind and your body. In your mind, you keep thinking about the same thing again and again. You worry too much about the past or the future. You replay conversations in your head. You imagine problems that may never happen. Your thoughts feel loud and hard to stop. In your body, overthinking also shows signs. Your shoulders and neck may feel tight. Your head may hurt. Your stomach may feel uncomfortable. At night, you try to sleep, but your brain is still busy. Thoughts keep coming, and you cannot relax. Because of this, you feel tired the next day, even if you slept for many hours. This is how powerful overthinking can be. Now that you understand what overthinking is, why it happens, and how it affects you, let's talk about how to stop it. These steps are simple and practical. You do not need to be perfect. Just try one step at a time. The first step is to notice when you are overthinking. This is very important. Ask yourself, am I thinking about this too much? Or is this thought helping me? Or is it just making me worry more? If the thought is not helping, gently tell yourself that it is time to pause and step away from it. The second step is to focus on the present moment. Overthinking often pulls your mind into the past or the future. But the only time you can do anything is now. Try this simple exercise. Take a slow, deep breath. Look around you. Notice 3 things you can see. Notice 3 things you can hear. Notice 3 things you can feel in your body. This small exercise helps bring your mind back to the present. The third step is to take small action. Overthinking often stops you from doing anything. So instead of waiting for the perfect moment, take one small step. If you are afraid to speak English, say just one sentence today. If homework feels too hard, study for 5 minutes only. Action gives your brain a clear job. When you act, your mind has less space to worry. The fourth step is to talk to someone. Keeping thoughts inside makes them feel heavier. When you speak out loud, you often understand your thoughts better. You can talk to a friend, a family member, a teacher, or even write in a notebook. Writing or speaking helps release the pressure inside your mind. The fifth step is to challenge your thoughts. Remember, not every thought is true. Sometimes your mind creates stories that are not real. When a negative thought appears, ask yourself, is this a fact, or is it just a fear? Often you will see that it is only fear. Stopping overthinking takes time, but it is possible. With practice, patience, and small steps, your mind can become calmer. You can feel more peaceful, more confident, and more in control of your life. Sometimes our minds create fears that are not real. A small thought can quickly grow into a big fear. The next time you think, I will fail or I am not good enough, stop for a moment and ask yourself some simple questions. Ask, is this really true? Ask, what is the worst thing that can happen? Then ask, if something goes wrong, what can I do? Most of the time, you will see that the fear feels much bigger in your mind than it is in real life. Another helpful step is to set a time limit for worrying. If you really need to think about a problem, give yourself a clear limit. For example, say to yourself, I will think about this for 10 minutes. When the time is over, tell yourself, now I will stop and move on. This helps you control your thoughts instead of letting your thoughts control you. Worrying all day does not solve problems. Limited thinking helps you stay balanced. It is also very important to be kind to yourself. Do not get angry at yourself for overthinking. You are not weak. You are human. Many people struggle with this. What matters most is that you are trying to improve. Speak to yourself in a gentle way. Say things like, it's okay, I am learning, and I am doing my best. Kind words help calm your mind and reduce stress. Stopping overthinking takes time and practice. It will not disappear in one day. That is normal. The more you practice these small steps, the easier it becomes. Just like learning English, your mind learns slowly through daily practice. Now, let's do a simple daily affirmation together. Take a deep breath and repeat slowly, either out loud or in your mind. I am calm. I am in control of my thoughts. I do not need to be perfect. I just need to keep going. I am doing my best, and that is enough. I let go of fear, and I choose action. I focus on what I can do right now in this moment. My thoughts do not control me. I am strong. Every small step I take helps me grow. I believe in myself, even when it is hard. I learn from my mistakes, and I keep moving forward. I am proud of myself for trying. Overthinking can affect your life in many ways. People who overthink often find it hard to make decisions. Even simple choices, like what to eat or what to wear, can feel stressful. They may ask others for advice, but still feel unsure. Sometimes they avoid talking to people because they are afraid of saying the wrong thing or being judged. Overthinking can make you feel stuck. It pulls your attention away from the present moment. Instead of living your life, you stay inside your thoughts. You want to move forward, but fear holds you back. The good news is this: overthinking does not have to control your life. With small steps, patience, and kindness toward yourself, you can learn to quiet your mind. You can make decisions with more confidence. You can enjoy the present moment and do what truly matters to you. One small step at a time is enough. Overthinking also blocks your actions. When you think too much, you often end up doing nothing. For example, maybe you wanted to speak in your English class. You knew the answer, but then your mind started asking questions. What if I am wrong? What if people laugh at me? Because of these thoughts, you stayed silent. Later, you may have felt regret. Has this ever happened to you? Maybe you wanted to call someone, but you kept thinking, what should I say? What if the conversation is awkward? In the end, you did not call at all. Overthinking takes away many chances, both big and small. You may have had a great idea but never acted on it. You may have waited too long to reply to a message and then felt too uncomfortable to reply at all. These small moments show how overthinking makes life harder. It slows your progress. It can even hurt your relationships. Over time, overthinking lowers your confidence. When you think a lot but do not act, you begin to doubt yourself. You may start believing, I am not good enough, or something will go wrong. But ask yourself honestly, is this really true, or is it just your mind creating fear? Take a moment and ask yourself some important questions. How many times did I stop myself from doing something because I thought too much? How many chances did I miss? How often do I feel tired or stressed because my thoughts will not stop? These questions are not easy, but they're very important. Awareness is the first step to change. Overthinking does not protect you. It does not help you grow. It only makes life more difficult. It takes away your peace and keeps you stuck in the same place, like walking in a circle and never moving forward. But here is the good news. You can break this habit. Overthinking is not who you are. It is just something you learned over time. And habits can be changed. With practice and patience, you can train your mind to be calmer and clearer. Now that you understand what overthinking is and how it affects your life, let's talk about how to stop it. These tips are simple, but they are powerful. You do not need to do everything at once. Just start small. The first tip is to focus on the present moment. Overthinking usually happens when your mind is stuck in the past or worried about the future. But the present moment is the only place where you can act. When your thoughts start running, gently bring your attention back to what you're doing right now. Feel your breathing. Notice where you are. Remind yourself, right now I am safe. Right now, I can take one small step. When you focus on the present, your mind becomes quieter. You stop feeding fear and you start giving energy to action. This is the beginning of change. Little by little, you will feel calmer, more focused, and more free to live your life the way you want. In the next part, we will continue with more easy and practical tips to help you stop overthinking and move forward with confidence, one small step at a time. Train your brain to stay in the present moment. When your thoughts start running wild, pause for a second and gently ask yourself, what is happening right now? Then ask, is there anything I truly need to worry about in this moment? Most of the time, the answer is no. Right now, you are safe. You are okay. You are here. The present moment is usually calm, even when your thoughts are not. The second tip is to take action, even a very small step. Overthinking keeps you trapped inside your mind. You think again and again, but you do nothing. The fastest way to break this cycle is action. Action does not need to be big. Small steps are powerful. If you want to speak English but feel nervous, say just one sentence. If you want to send a message but feel unsure, write it and press send. If you want to try something new, don't wait until you feel ready. Just begin. Action brings clarity. Doing teaches you more than thinking ever will. The third tip is to write down your thoughts. Sometimes your brain feels full, like a computer with too many tabs open. Writing helps close some of those tabs. Take a notebook or your phone and write what is on your mind. You can write simple sentences like, I feel worried about tomorrow's meeting. I am afraid to make a mistake, or I am not sure if I made the right choice. When thoughts are on paper, they feel less heavy. You can see them clearly instead of letting them spin inside your head. The fourth tip is to ask yourself better questions. Overthinking often starts because we ask questions that create fear. Questions like, what if I fail? What if they don't like me? Or, what if I am not good enough? These questions push your mind into worry. Change the question and you change the feeling. Ask instead, what if this works out? What can I learn from this? What is the best that could happen? Better questions lead to calmer thoughts. Calmer thoughts lead to better actions. The fifth tip is to practice letting go. You cannot control everything in life, and that is okay. Trying to control everything creates stress. Let go of the need to be perfect. Let go of the fear of what other people think. Let go of checking everything again and again. Say to yourself, I have done my best, and that is enough. You do not need to control everything to be happy. You can choose peace instead of worry. Letting go does not mean you stop caring. It means you stop hurting yourself with unnecessary fear. It means trusting that you can handle problems when they come, instead of worrying about them all the time. Overthinking is a habit, but habits can be changed. Each time you choose action over fear, presence over worry, and kindness over self-criticism, you weaken overthinking. With daily practice, your mind becomes calmer. You feel lighter. You start living more in the moment instead of inside your head. Remember, you do not need to change everything at once. One small step is enough. One calm thought is enough. One action is enough. Little by little, you will feel more free, more confident, and more at peace with yourself. Letting go does not mean giving up. It means freeing your mind so you can move forward. You do not need to fix everything today. You only need to take one small step toward a calmer, clearer mind. Little by little, your thoughts will feel lighter and your mind will feel more peaceful. Talking about your thoughts can also help. You do not need to solve everything alone. Sometimes, just saying your worries out loud makes them easier to understand. You feel less confused and less worried. Take a moment and think. Is there something you have been overthinking lately? Is there someone you can talk to about it? Maybe a friend, a classmate, a teacher, or even someone you trust online. You can also write a message or keep a journal. When you share your thoughts, they do not feel so heavy. Just trying this small step can make a big difference in how you feel. The fifth tip is one of the most important. Be kind to yourself. When we overthink, we often criticize ourselves. We say things like, "Why can't I decide?" or "I am not smart enough," or "I always mess things up." But think about a friend. Would you say those things to a friend? Of course not. You would say, "It's okay. You are doing your best." So, say the same kind words to yourself. Everyone makes mistakes. Everyone feels unsure sometimes. That does not mean you are weak. It means you are human. When you notice yourself overthinking, pause and remind yourself, it is okay to not have all the answers. I am doing my best. I will take it one step at a time. Let's review the 5 tips to stop overthinking. Focus on the present. Right now is all that matters. Bring your attention to the moment you are in. Write down your thoughts. Clear your mind by putting your worries on paper. Seeing them outside your head helps you understand them better. Take action. Even a small step can break the cycle of thinking too much. Action gives your mind a job to do.
Talk to someone.
Sharing your thoughts with a friend, family member, teacher, or trusted person makes worries lighter. You do not need to carry everything alone. Be kind to yourself. You are learning and growing. Mistakes and confusion are part of being human. Be gentle with yourself as you take one step at a time. Here is the final message. You are not your overthinking. You are not your fears. You are strong. You can learn to calm your mind and take back control. Overthinking is just a habit. Habits can be changed. With small steps, patience, and practice, you can create a new habit of peace, clarity, and confidence.
Take a deep breath.
Smile. Take your next small step. Speak one sentence, write one thought, make one decision. Every little step builds your confidence. Every little step makes your mind lighter. Every small action teaches your brain that you are capable. You are not trapped in your thoughts. You are learning, growing, and moving forward. Remember, calm and peace are possible. You can choose them today, one step at a time. Be patient. Be kind to yourself. Focus on the moment. Take action.
Talk to someone.
Let go of fear. Every time you do this, you weaken overthinking and strengthen your calm, clear, and confident self. Take one small step forward. You've got this. Let's look at Anna's story. Anna was nervous about a job interview. At first, she kept overthinking. She worried. What if I forget my answers? What if I fail? What if I make a mistake? Her mind felt stuck in circles, and she felt tired and anxious. Anna decided to try a few simple steps to stop overthinking. First, she wrote down her worries. Writing helped her see her thoughts clearly instead of letting them spin in her head. She could read what she was really worried about and start thinking about solutions. Next, Anna took small actions. She didn't try to memorize everything perfectly. Instead, she practiced just one or two answers at a time. She reminded herself, done is better than perfect. This small change made her feel less stuck and more confident. She also shared her feelings with her best friend. Talking about her nervousness made it feel smaller. Her friend gave encouraging words and support, which boosted Anna's confidence. She realized she didn't have to carry all her worries alone. On the day of the interview, Anna was still a little nervous, but she focused on the present moment, took small steps, and let go of perfection. Instead of overthinking, she trusted herself and acted. And guess what? Anna got the job. She learned that small, consistent steps can help overcome overthinking. The lesson from Anna's story is simple. You don't need to stop overthinking all at once. Try small tips one by one and practice them every day. Slowly, you will feel calmer, more confident, and more in control of your mind. Let's recap the main ways to stop overthinking and live more peacefully. Focus on the present. Don't get stuck worrying about the past or future. Ask yourself, what can I do right now? Pay attention to the moment you are in. Write down your worries. Putting your thoughts on paper helps clear your mind and shows you what is really important. Take small actions. Tiny steps, like practicing one answer or preparing your outfit, help break the cycle of overthinking. Each step builds confidence. Talk to someone you trust. Sharing your worries makes them lighter and can give you a fresh perspective. Let go of perfection. Accept that mistakes are okay. Focus on doing your best, not on being flawless. Anna followed these steps and changed how she dealt with her worries. She didn't let overthinking stop her anymore. She felt more confident inside, and she succeeded in getting the job she wanted. Her story shows that even small actions and simple changes can make a big difference. Here is a daily reminder and checklist to fight overthinking. Focus on the present. Take a deep breath and ask, what can I do right now? Write down worries. See your thoughts clearly and lighten your mind. Take small actions. One step at a time is enough.
Talk to someone.
Share your thoughts and feel supported. Let go of perfection. Accept that trying your best is enough. Each day, try these tips. You will slowly notice your mind feeling calmer, your confidence growing, and your worries becoming smaller. Remember, overthinking is a habit. Habits can be changed with patience, practice, and small steps. What can I do right now? When your thoughts feel too heavy, pause and bring your attention back to this moment. Focus on what is happening right now, not the past or future. This simple step can calm your mind and make you feel more in control. Second, write down your thoughts. Spend a few minutes putting your worries on paper. Write exactly what you are thinking without judging yourself. This helps you organize your thoughts, see what really matters, and clear your head. When worries are written down, they often feel smaller and easier to manage. Third, take a small action. You don't need to solve everything at once. Choose one small step toward your goal, even if it seems tiny. For example, practice one sentence if you want to speak English, reply to one message if you're nervous, or take 5 minutes to start a task. Taking action, even a little, breaks the cycle of overthinking and builds confidence. Fourth, talk to someone you trust. Share your feelings with a friend, family member, teacher, or someone you feel safe with. Talking helps you see your thoughts more clearly. It makes your worries lighter and gives you support. You do not need to face everything alone. Fifth, let go of perfection. Remind yourself that done is better than perfect. Focus on doing your best, not being flawless. Mistakes are part of learning. You do not need to know everything or control everything. Accepting this helps your mind feel freer and calmer. Focus on what you can control. When your thoughts feel too big, write them down. Seeing your worries on paper can help you understand them better. Take small steps. Don't wait for the perfect moment to act. Even tiny actions can reduce anxiety and give you control. Talk to someone you trust. Sharing your thoughts makes them easier to manage. Be kind to yourself. Perfection is not real. Doing your best and learning from mistakes is enough. Overthinking can make life harder. It drains your energy, causes stress, and stops you from making decisions. It can prevent you from speaking, trying new things, or taking action. But when you start following small steps, focusing on the present, writing down your thoughts, taking action, talking to someone, and letting go of perfection, you begin to feel freer and calmer.